Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a fun little video on AMC. Obviously this is a popular and trending stock that people have interest in, and I thought it would be a good idea to give you my personal opinion on certain levels, where it's going, where it has to break through to get to where it's going, and how high could it go. I don't really know how high it can go, but I thought it'd be fun to look at. So is AMC ready for a breakout? Let's flip it to the chart and check it out. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing you my thoughts and perception on the stock. This is for educational and entertainment purposes. And there we have it. AMC is on the docket. And it's currently sitting at roughly, it closed today with 33.33, something like that, 33.36. What was the closing price here? 33.80 is where it closed today. And so let's take a look at some interesting levels. Now, if you follow my other series, my gap trading series, my short selling series, the series I'm doing on Moderna, you will often see me talk about the highs of and lows of break up and breakdown candles. And as you can see, I have no indicators. I don't have any moving averages. I really keep my charts nice and basic, clean and simple. And I'm really just trading price action. So let's take a look and see certain areas where we need to close above. So the first struggle, obviously, is the high of this breakdown candle. So this is obviously an area of resistance, which was what is the high here? 37.16. So we need to close above $37, on a minimum, to really see some bullish momentum. So looks like we're forming a bottom here. So if we can keep trading up in here, and then we can close above 37, we can retest this break up candle high. So that would be the next test, right? So if we close above 37, we're gonna go to 43.25, most likely, right? These are all just probabilities. 80% of the time, it retraces, the lows and highs of break up and break down candles. So we could definitely see it go there. The next stop would be this gap. Did we ever fill this gap? What is the low here? 47.70, or the close 40, so $50. And then the high here is 47.79. So I don't think we quite filled the gap here. So that would be obviously a next area, $50 on the button. And I think if we can end up closing above $50, we'll be off to the races to retest all-time highs. That is just what I'm thinking here. We and who knows how long that's going to take, but we had a crazy run up. We had a period of consolidation, a breakout, a reversal of the trend, and now we're forming a bottom and curling back up, right, to retest these highs. And then we may form some kind of a retest of the previous low before we go higher, right? It's something along those lines. So that's how I see this shaping up going forward. We're obviously in a bullish market, and maybe sometime in November, December is where we'll see all-time highs again, just to finish off with the Christmas rally. Okay, so let's look on an intraday perspective. So let's remove these lines and let's zoom in. So that we were looking at a daily chart. Let's zoom in on a 15-minute candle chart, and let's take a look at some key areas that we need to pay attention to. Okay, so again, we always the way that I trade is I find the lows and highs of break up and breakdown candles of the most recent one. That's what I'm most concerned about. We have another one here, and we have another one here. So these are the levels that I would be looking at on an intraday basis. You can even go all the way down as here, but I think that's just too far away to really care right now. But so if we're looking to day trade, because this is a pretty good stock, it moves $3-4 in a day. It's a $30 stock, or not like $1 to $2 a day easy on a $30 stock. That's pretty nice. And so what we have here is a breakdown candle. And this is what we love to see to help us trade, right? We like to see these big breakdown and big breakup candles, and we usually take a position in that direction, right? So when we see these things, we usually, after the close, we enter a buy here, or we enter a short sell here. And as you can see, we continued sideways, and then we sold off for the rest of the day. Now, what could happen? What I would like to see tomorrow, if we open at $33, if we open maybe just here like 33.22 or something like that, I would really like that, because then I would have a buy here, a buy limit order. If we just open just above here, right, or even 33.40, like that would be my plan. This is not financial advice. I'm just discussing my strategy that I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So and then if we can sell off in the morning, I will buy here at $33. And again, if we sell off a lot, then I'll buy some more here at $32, right? And then finally, there's another area here at $30, but we'll address that when that time comes. But I really think these are the most in the near future. These are the most two areas where we'll see the stock move. And what we're looking for is a bounce, all right, back into testing these recent breakdown areas. So if we flip it, I like to flip my charts from 5 to 15 to 10 to half hour, 1 hour charts, just to see where certain breakdown areas are. So if I go on the 1 hour chart, you can see that this low here corresponds with this high of this breakdown candle. So I'm looking for, at some point, for the stock to test this area, and for AMC to test this area again. And you can see, if I can go here, and if I put my line here, it really, I'm telling you, like, the highs and lows of breakdown candles are so good. Like if we look here too, they really give you good areas for entries and exits, right? If you want to short sell or buy, there are key areas here. So hopefully you're learning something. And on top of that, here, look, we killed time off the clock. We just went sideways, chop, choppity chop, and then all day, and then the last hour we just sold off. So that's the plan that I have here for AMC. Obviously, I'm bullish. You can see that we have a test here, right? And then what I'm hoping for is this is kind of a lower. We made the double bottom. This was going to be. That's why I'm saying $30 to $31 is less likely. But again, if we start trading through here and then we start closing below 29.60, we'll say we start closing here on 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour. That is trouble for the bulls. Absolutely, you can see the floor falling out. So pay close attention to those price points if you're looking to invest or to trade. This is going to, I'm going to mark this here, and I'm going to just change this, because this is I'm going to make this a nice big fat one, because it's critical. And but these, on an intraday perspective, we found our levels: 35, 36 ish, right? 36.75, 35, 34.75, around those areas. We're looking for a lower open and coming down into 33, or even a lower open. If we gap down to around 32.50, right, or 32.80, we'll be looking to buy at 32.04. So there's some, really some technical details on how to set up your trades. If you want, we do have a Patreon. You can take a look at that, and we can provide you that education and entertainment that you may be looking for while you're trading the stock market. So just a little bonus here before we end this segment. I just looked at what has the most short interest, and BTBT is at 40% at the moment, which is crazy. That's a lot of short interest. So I just wanted to show you this chart because I think it's pretty cool, and I'll just going to probably cover it sometime in the future just to see how this develops. But the reason why I like it is if we do a trend line from the top to the bottom, right? We're breaking out. So your typical thing is you can come like this. That would be a nice setup here, coming back down and retesting this before we break out, and also having 2 days of closing above that, but this is definitely a good entry. So like I was saying on AMC, I like to see stocks test the bottom of breakdown candles. That's my secret sauce, right? And you can see here, it lined up with these previous highs, this breakup candle here, the low, and then here. So you can get in and whenever you want. You don't have to wait for it to retest. You do your thing, right? But just know you start closing below here on a 5-minute and 15-minute hourly close, on those time frames, then that is a no-go for the bulls, right? It's a no-go for the bulls, and it's a failure. So, but I do want to say that it could be a bull trap or a bear trap, I should say. That's one thing to always keep in mind. I see this quite often where it looks like it's going to break out, it doesn't break out, and then it comes back down in here just to suck people in, and it does a U-turn, and then it takes off. So there's definitely a nice setup here on BTBT. I really don't know this business. I just like the chart. I like what it's looking like right now. What is the volume like on a daily basis? I'm just looking at this now. Volume, you're looking at 8 million, so a ton of liquidity, so that's fine. So keep an eye on this chart. Hopefully you learn something. Like, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you tomorrow.